Hi, Victoria with the Permanent Jewelry Society, and I want to take a moment to say hello. We just launched yesterday, and we're brand spanking new. Look, I don't even have backdrop or anything yet. We're just really getting out there because it's so important that we have a community and an area that we can come to get information that is non-biased. I am not a sales associate or an affiliate or anything with any of the different companies out there. I do have great respect for a ton of them, and I have my favorites, of course, but I don't benefit from any of it. So I want to make sure that you are aware of that. As if you've taken the path to say, hey, I want to do permanent jewelry, that's freaking amazing. Congratulations to you. Now the fun begins, right? So the first thing you want to do is you do want to find out which welder you want to use. And there are a few different ones, guys, and with those different choices come different price points. There are a lot of groups out there. Do your homework. We are going to have, we're going to set up some recordings with some different people that represent the companies so that you can have an opportunity to hear what they have to say and why you think, or why they think that their machine is the choice to make. But as you start that, as you get ready to do that, make sure that you have a budget in mind, okay? Having a budget is huge, and that, number one, should be your first step. Then you can join some of the different Facebook groups. We'd love to have you at the Permanent Jewelry Society. And there's a lot of other ones out there too. We don't focus on welding. We will give you opinions, and people will tell you which welder they have and why they chose it and how they're liking it, or maybe they don't like it. You'll definitely get that kind of information, but no, ultimately price is a huge, huge part of that decision. So know what your limitations are and what you're comfortable in spending. Once you get that welder, a lot of the places you can also get some materials with. What I want to caution you about is when you start looking at those, and there's a lot of training as well, I want to caution you with going with a company that tells you that they give you a certification, okay? There's no such thing as a permanent jewelry certification. Anybody can get a certificate, go on Canva and make you a certificate and tell you you're certified. There's no such thing. Now, they may give you, I would say it's like a certificate of completion showing that you completed their course appropriately. And if it's hands-on or whatever, that has some merit. But the actual certifications and the people that tell you that they offer certification, it's not true. There simply is no governing board out there that oversees permanent jewelry and can award you with a certification. No such thing. So if you're looking at a training place that is offering you that and they're putting a value or a monetary figure on that, that's when I would swerve and sway away from that a little bit. There's a lot of different ways that you can train. Hands-on. If you're in an area and there's some people that offer hands-on and you're a hands-on learner, then freaking go for it. That's amazing. If you can learn by watching like videos, there's so many videos out there that you don't have to pay a nickel for. You may want to go that route. If you want to look at going with something that can help you do a little bit kind of half and half maybe, where they do live videos with you and they're watching you and they can guide you, then do that. But before you make those choices, you need to know personally what kind of learner are you, because this field, this industry is not cheap. And to, go into it, and I think the cheapest, and, I may be wrong, but the lowest price welder, the non-branded, I believe is right about $499. So that's a chunk of change to go into and not be able to do what you bought it for and recoup some of your money back. I look at the D-Stash pages every day, And there are so many people that are selling their entire setup. And I look at it and they're selling the whole setup for $2,800. They're losing money because they've probably spent close to $3,800. So if you're looking to purchase something and you're wanting to find a great deal, a D-Stash is an option for you, but understand when you purchase from D-Stash, I don't know if or any of the warranties of the name brand ones would transfer to you. That's a good question for you to ask whoever's selling it, and then even contact the manufacturer if it's a Pepe Tools or whatever, the Helix. Contact them and ask them, hey, you know what, somebody's selling this, or on Sunstone, they're selling this, and can that warranty transfer to me? So you find out firsthand, and then what do you have to do to get that transferable warranty? So those are great options. Quick, just because so many people, when they want to de-stash or liquidate it, they want to do it as a whole lump, to just do it and be done with it. So that's a good thing. But please be cautious on how you're paying for it, and making sure that you're going to get tracking and you're going to get all that, because unfortunately, when you get in a situation like that, if you paid a good chunk of money and then they simply don't send it, or they send it and it gets damaged, there's just so many things that can happen. So make sure you do your due diligence to make sure you're protected as a consumer as well. And if you have questions, ask and make sure you get answers. Don't just be so excited to go with it, and know that if it looks too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Don't get taken. One of the things within this industry is we've had a few individuals within the groups that pitch and are selling supplies. And I know of one in particular person that went by various names, even like a dad's name. There were thousands of dollars that people paid to this woman or man or whatever. I don't know what she is, to be honest. For supplies, and they either got nasty gold-plated supplies, but the majority of them just never got anything. So just know, if it looks too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. There's a lot of phenomenal vendors out there, and I'm really excited because I'm reaching out to the ones that I love and we've been using and we've spent some money with, and we've been making money back with those supplies. I want to share those with you. I love that, and I want to make sure that I'm able to share that information with you. So my favorites so far, these are my things. A few of my favorite things. Number one, we started out and there was no welder from Pepe Tools. There was the non-branded, and there was Sunstone. There was not even whatever that little one that they have, is it Spark or whatever it is? That wasn't even around yet. That wasn't there. So we ultimately went with the Orion Impulse, and I will tell you, it performs well. We've had no issues with it whatsoever. It did come with a heftier price tag, but it most certainly does perform as it should. Now, the cons to that is that we were led to believe that we should get the larger display, which was an upcharge, okay? You cannot purchase it without a display. You can't just buy the unit. You either have to get the little display or you go up to the big one. We took advice, our responsibility, we made the choice, and we bought and upgraded to the larger display. We don't use it. It's like a large, expensive paperweight. What I love... I'm not sure I understand. What I love about Pepe Tools is you can buy it without one. So you can buy it and reduce your price point, and then if you later want to upgrade, then upgrade. But you're not required to have one or the other without truly knowing what the heck, or if you're going to use it. So that's a huge, huge, huge plus for me. And then, of course, their price point is much lower, and that's a plus as well. Personally, we are getting one of the Helixes because, well, I'm interested. I want to test it out. I'd love to be able to tell you which one do we like better and why do we like it better. I don't have, as far as performance, I don't have anything negative as far as Sunstone goes. I'm just not completely happy with how it was presented to us in what we needed to buy. So that was a negative. We do also use a Jackery. We upgraded our Jackery and we do have the 550. I don't think we've ever used it and it's fallen anywhere near even 50%. It has done fantastic for us. So and I love that we're not reliant upon having somebody to put us by an outlet, nor do we have to worry about crazy extension cords. So I'm all about that Jackery. Those two things, fantastic. My number one supplier and the person that is my go-to at probably 99% of the time is Mojo Supply. I go outside of Mojo Supply for some connectors, but I absolutely love her. I've been in a pinch a couple times where I needed chain and I needed it fast. I was able to reach out, and of course I paid upgraded shipping, but it was so nice to speak to somebody and be able to speak to somebody and know that my order was being packed and that it was going to ship, and I'm not joking you here, within hours, and then I got it 2 days later. So she's proven herself with us, and I love that every time I get a new shipment of chain in, especially my best sellers, the things that sell really good, I'm always getting the same consistency and quality, and I don't have to worry about that. That means a lot to me. I'm a little leery about, like, if I have a paper clip chain and I'm buying it over here and I'm running low, and then I'm going to come over here and buy it from this place here. I'm always a little leery if I've never bought from that second place what the quality is going to be, and is it going to be the same. So I usually like to purchase from another place first and then I wear it. We did not recently, but in summertime, we started doing stainless because we had so many people that were beach people. And stainless is phenomenal for water. It is amazing. I still have a stainless steel gold heart anklet on me that I put on in June, and I've been in the hot tub, I've been in the swimming pools, we went to the Atlantic Ocean, we crossed and went to the Gulf of Mexico, and I've had it on. I've had self tanner on, I've had everything. That sucker is still shiny and doing phenomenal. And crazy thing, I tried to rip it off of me yesterday because we're getting ready to go back to Florida, and I wanted to put something else on. So I thought, okay, it's just a stainless steel one. I reached down and with everything, tried to pull that sucker off me. It didn't break. I mean, I could have probably jerked it, but it didn't break. And it still looks really, really good. So I'm super happy with that. But just know that as we go on, I'm going to share more with you, and you're going to see that we'll have some guests come on. If you're a subscriber and you comment on something, we are going to make sure that we do some fun little giveaways, and that's always fun. Coupons that are good for you to go to our website and you can pick something out, and the only thing you pay for is your shipping. So, and that just depends on weight, of course, but yes, definitely. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you will share with your other PJ friends, and we can build a wonderful community here and help support and lift one another to build our businesses together. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a really great Saturday. Bye.